Greetings, everybody. This is Serpentine451, and welcome back to another episode of Weeb Warriors. A very late episode of Weeb Warriors. Sorry about that, folks. Well, I just slept in for a good portion of the day on Tuesday before we actually would record and all that sort of nonsense. So this is why I am currently doing the recording on a Friday. Alright, so let me actually get to the shows that we will be reviewing this week right quick here. I'm gonna get to Kaguya-Sama here because I'll fire off this episode segments I really enjoyed. Shirogane, essentially, in the first segment, wants everyone to check out the moon, and everyone enjoys the moon viewing, where he acts like a cool master manipulator, which affects Kaguya something fierce. And then the latter part of the episode is the crew not becoming, finishing up the student council work, finishing up the student council for the year, and they enjoy their time at a family restaurant where everyone calls him Yuki or some form of Miyuki, and she can't do it because she's so used to calling him president and whatnot. This also leads to a conversation between the two characters, if Shirogane wants to be the president still or not, or if Kaguya wants to. It was an interesting conversation that I really enjoyed, and honestly, both of these characters, their interactions with each other, it's adorable, and I just really enjoy what sort of funny shenaniganery happens. Well, let's actually go to another show with Gleipnir. And with this episode of Gleipnir, A Wish for Someone Else, we start the episode with the cliffhanger from the previous episode, and it was wild, folks. Apparently, our boy Shuichi was alive, even though his head was ripped off in his suit form. And we get to learn that, hey, the blonde dude that's been requesting these coins is an alien. And this man wants all these coins because the coins are the consciousness of his buddies. So yeah, that was wonderful, and the interactions between Claire and Shuichi are very interesting and enjoyable, but still very good, top tier. Tower of God, episode 4. We are introduced to we get to see a fight. The Lizard Girl wanted to initiate a fight with our boy Bam because she notices that he has the Black March, and her own sword, Great April, is reacting to it because these are the weapons related to King Jihad, which then leads to Tracksuit, the Lizard Girl, and the Sword Dude's team getting disqualified because Lizard Girl wanted to initiate a fight with Bam. So a new round was initiated for the crown game, where Kun, Rock, and Bam were able to acquire the crown, and Bam is currently on the throne, where he got the chance to fight a lot of boss people. The fight scene between Sleeping Bag Dude and Lizard Girl was amazing. I know I should probably use the actual characters' names, but hey, what you gonna do about it? And then we get to My Life as a Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom. In this episode, we actually get to go to the Magical Academy, and we are introduced to Maria Campbell, the protagonist of the Otome game, Fortune Lover. And the interactions are as obvious from this show, where we have our girl Katarina really just being in her own headspace when she hears that Gerardo and Keith had interactions with Maria, and she thinks that our boys are into her, but their eyes are set on Katarina. And when Katarina herself meets our former heroine, she did her best to make sure she was safe from a bunch of bullies, like Gerardo did in the Otome game. But hey, this is what we get when one character changes a whole event. It gets wild, fam. It really gets wild. And now, finally, I mentioned this last week after Jay and I reviewed the Buddy Girl Senpai movie, that we would be talking about the Konosuba movie. Even though I know was a very late review for the movie. Well, brass tacks. I really love this movie. This movie had me dying of laughter. I don't know why I slept on this movie for the longest time, but fucking enjoyable. God, I love this movie so much. For those of you who don't know what the movie is about, essentially, our gang of lovable idiots help out the Crimson Demon Village against one of the Devil King's generals, a chimera named Sylvia, who traumatizes Kazuma in such a way that he barely could recover. Well, he was also almost raped by a bunch of orcs. Well, yeah, this poor guy was traumatized throughout the entire movie. And the best part of this movie is the Crimson Demon Village characters. God, these individuals were hilarious. They have these long, exaggerated, nonsense introductions, and it's great. And the same asshole who gets summoned before Kazuma many years ago essentially created them as Shinibyo fucking wizards, and it's hilarious. Oh my god, it was beautiful. And the only way that they defeated Sylvia was through the power of love. Well, the love she felt for Kazuma, and he just tricked her, and it was great. Plus, we get to see a return of Hans and Verdia. And we get to see Wiz and Vanir fight, and it was great. And it was a nice fight, too. And also, Megumin's family is fucking hilarious. Her entire village is fucking hilarious. But I'm keeping the review short, and that's essentially all that I'm going to be talking about here in this rapid fire review. Next week for sure, everything will be all time, hopefully. But regardless, this has been Serpentine 451, and I'll catch you guys next time.